watching us from. I hope you are doing good. How was your day? In what condition are you jumping into this new year with? How are you looking like? What is your thoughts? You know, there's gonna be a new month for all of us. For anyone that's still alive by now, it's actually in the month of June, which is the half year of the year. And must have conclude a lot, you know. If not for any other place, at least in this our program doing, we are still and consistent on discovering, searching, and dropping like, is there something that is caution, like one who is climbing up? I don't know why. I just pray to sound how I feel this night. And I just pray for it to be understood properly. To start with, I feel a bit in the morning, a bit pissed up because of a post that I saw. Though I have seen some message from the sister, which happened to be my classmate there in primary school, and also the sister being my senior, but was among those who during the exam period, WAEC period, was among those who was schooling in the same distance with me and with other fellow students at the same school, which means that sometimes we are together, or we are most of the time together in the same bike with one of our brother then that used to take us to school, BBC. Hearing the story that the sister, what the word is her sister post, I must ask to come and be too open to this. But if it's really what I saw, I feel sorry. I feel bad. I feel why. I feel what happened. What could be that? How managed? But one can question God, you know. It reminds me of a lot, and it's some of the things that should remind many of a lot. You can imagine someone that is at the same schooling period with me, is still young, but can be found no more today. That's the death of a very young person, very, very young. And someone is somewhere there still claiming that he's too young for their art and whatever. You see? I was also checking some certain things concerning this. on what the time is pushing us into. Don't forget our topic. Read and read. Meditate on it. You are coming to it. Checking on what the time is reserving to us. I have a piece of advice for a particular area that you may not be expecting, or many may not like, but it's just what it is. Don't play with your life. Don't joke with your life. God give you life. Value it. Take it precious. Maintain it, that the day it fails you or it fail you, let it not be your fault. Let it not be out of your carelessness. You see, I know why I'm saying this, because I keep perceiving a lot of carelessness and the life that God gave us. And I keep searching why. I see how competition is leading many to starve themselves, pretending or hypocrite. It's leading many not to live their life. And I was like, wow. You see, it's too careless, or it will appear careless, that you keep pursuing something that you know after achieving it, it cannot bring heaven, or it cannot take you to heaven. With the life that God gives to you, we have people who is working, doing one or two things, but sometimes to give themselves a break, to fuel or to fuel the engine that is working out, just it hurt them. I check for two reasons. Some want to economize to achieve that which they want, feeling that it's only by that they will achieve that. And some could starve just because of the environment they are, could not allow them to enjoy themselves, for it not be like they are enjoying or they are eating others, you know. It may look somehow selfish, what I'm saying, but it's just real. I keep witnessing this. And they want to build mansion, they want to ride car, they want to have what others have. Somebody made a song that that blessings come from the Lord. It's not a joke. Those who come about it have finalized the Lord. And you see this type of people, they were encouraged to the extent of finding it difficult to fuel the engine that is piloting them, which is their life, their self. They compress to the extent of looking like a beggar that is ready to eat whatever they found. At a sport, they could not eat what the body wants, what their body needs at that moment. They compromise about it. They could not offer themselves out of their labor what it takes. I know man shall not live by bread alone, but please take care of yourself. Take care of yourself. For we have seen people who gather so much and could not live to eat it. Take care of yourself. Have a plan. Don't be selfish. God is watching. God very. The friend said, Joe very. God is watching. He provides. He is what He said He is. Okay? But make sure when you look around, you are not foolish. By keeping, just like those days of people of Israel in the wilderness, imagine Him sending manna, and they were like packing the manna, saving it for tomorrow, for next, without even having one to eat. If you are God, how would you feel? You feel very bad, right? But with one He has provided, be thankful. Keep hope. The one expected, He waits. Learn how to appreciate Him. By all ways, it pleases Him that you look good, you appear good, and you are progressing, you are doing good. But don't be in a haste of competition or trying to be like I was witnessing a brother. You see, this saving and what they call it, continuities of contribution, sometimes together contribution. Don't just join because others are joining. Look your words. With the time now, don't put yourself in unnecessary frustration. Go easy. Unless you know you can't save, find a way you can. Engage in, and with those you can engage in, that you shall not engage with people who will lead you astray or push into things you cannot. This life is so frustrating these days that you don't need to add more frustration on yourself. Feed well. And for those who has married, listen. Make sure you create that atmosphere to be enjoying yourself. Sex reduce a lot. For those who have engaged in it, if you have started it, make sure you make a platform, make a plan for it to be enjoying it, to reduce a lot of stress, a lot of sickness that people are jeopardizing here and there today can be reduced through it. We are on search. We are on verification of certain things. I don't know. I'm not a doctor, but I'm just saying on what I have. Food can also help. Because some of the stress that come from what we thought I'll absorb those things first before absorbing the strength and the bone, the marrows in you. Before you know it, you are going into deep sickness. But when you are fed, when the ones that are minor are applied sufficiently, adequately as it is supposed to, you will live longer beyond whatever that is surrounding you. You can stand depression that may destroy others. You can handle like nothing happened. Just build those atmosphere that is helpful. Stop being on precipitation, that is French word, for unnecessary things. Competition have dragged many to a loss. I was speaking with someone today. He was on a kind of, what was that? I told him that it's just woman idea. Like someone we are backing on his self-worth this evening. And my brother was asking me, what if we go back home and feel like to come back again? Maybe this we are not working, or since it's not working where he wanted to come back here. I was like, what? That will be his choice. Just as some people may feel shame or shy of coming back again, how will it be? But that is human ideology and sense and the things that kills man, what people will say. But if he, being who he is on his own, who owns his life, that has only accountable to give to God, decide that here is more better, you can come up. Even this war, higher the meeting will now bring you back to square one to start afresh or whatever. Forget about people must chop. Either you come back or not, they must chop. You can come back and start where you feel better. Forget about the shit. Forget about what they say. Come back to zero. You are in a place where you are doing contribution, you are not able these days or whatever. Hey, tell them you could not or you cannot anymore. Feel free. It's man that is structuring itself the most. Let's feel ease from almost some of this depression before one will die by itself. You can be called suicide. And another thing is this. People should learn to jubilate from their pockets and never put eyes or focus on people's pockets to jubilate. Some people think that they are too wise and they have sense, and some are like playing so, can I call it chaotic ways that I don't know how they feel, trying to jubilate in another one's pocket, putting their focus, their attention in another one's whatever. That is demonic. It's highly demonic. You can see them being desperate of what belongs to someone or what someone have to use their flesh and not even to help their growth or whatever. But ideally, thinking that they want to guide their own to use yours and whatever. In this life that we have understood that God is watching, is that person really okay? I keep walking. I keep checking on those things. Some people can think others are foolish. That you are not ready to stand on the gap that they stand, but you wanted to enjoy every morning there. That is heartlessness. I don't know who may understand this. You see, there's another one I want to say, like, this one is like in some of our churches. Please. Dear Bishop, Pastor, coordinators. Last week I said it at the church. We have now that is most important is human being. That is where God is dwelling. That is the dwelling place of God in our hearts. Mind how you put people in the depression. Yes, we can call for whatever they need in the church, but let not sound as it usually sounds that I do see. In some people we have been forced or compressed to do what they could not, or to bother so much on something that is not the word of God that they should come and listen. Sometimes after sowing so much word of God in their life, you beat it away with a lot of nagging and pressure in there. Whatever that the church did not have, are not ready for, should not be forced on the people. We speak faith, we want them to act in faith. We also need to act in faith. Whenever you make a request of anything, we ask them once to, who can be able to raise, who can give. Let them do it voluntarily, and whenever you see something, forget about that. Look at God. One person can do it. Any person available can do it. Don't stand in a way to, can I call it, manipulate people to do what is not from their mind, and you call it is from God. You don't know how conditions they are, and after we use some quotation to come and digest and whatever, those things are so demonic, so demonic, so demonic. Let's just help, because they say heaven help those who help themselves. Let's help ourselves. Let's help ourselves. Let's know the most important things, the most essential, and forget the stupid things of men and ways that are not helpful these days. Things are no longer how it is. And we all know. And let's not just add that we are not aware. To feast our eyes on another person's happiness, to like, do you want to share his happiness with you or what? I can't just get it. He did not share his sufferness with you. You want to force him to share his happiness with you. It should be freely. It should be freely. People should have sense and never allowed to be manipulated from anybody. From anybody. For manipulation comes from devil. It comes from devil. It's something we must surely discuss with everything in us. Allow not to be manipulated. Whenever you see a manipulator, in fact, prove him or her wrong. You are not meant to be manipulated because you have. If there is a power to manipulate, you have it more than. You have it more than, because Christ in you is experienced from God. Let's be aware of this time that we shall not be pushed to go and disturb God when He is in a silent working things for us, that He shall allow us to misbehave. Willingly. Let's allow things to go willingly. You have faith, allow things to go willingly. I learned in my life, I never, since my childhood, I don't know. I have been in a position I don't know how to disturb people. And I don't like anyone to disturb me. I don't like it. I like to do my thing. If you disturb me of anything like you want to force me, you are just asking me to stop that. I just know it has been my attitude, and it is good on me. It's good on me. Ask. You can ask your brother if you need whatever, not in a manipulation way. And if you don't, forget about it. It should not cause calumny and all these critics and whatever. For all the faces you are seeing, they are carrying a lot. They are facing a lot that you may not be seeing. Everybody has his own load facing him. Some people, as rich as they are, such is as their problem is, but you're not saying it. So let's mind our business. And if you want to eat, let's walk there. I keep saying this. For us not to drive people to work or give you what is not from their will or their mind, that it shall become a cause, a problem to you. Let it sound and come willingly. And if you agree on anything, make sure you fulfill your agreement. Don't downplay it or go on it carelessly or unseriously. Because whenever two or three gather, God is there. So before you embark in any covenant or whatever, to avoid putting yourself in a cage, go easy. Think well. Don't follow to follow. Don't do to do. The days are somehow. Help yourself is help your health. Many people are putting themselves into a lot, especially in depression, personal depressions. Just because some clothes, shoe to wear, or this or that, you did not go to church with it. It's people like this that can put themselves in a depression. Because of contribution you could not be able to achieve, you did not go to church. Who cares? Why? Whosoever that will demand of that, tell you that you could not. Be open. Live your free life. If they will laugh, let them laugh. The man that laughs you today may see you tomorrow and wonder. and wonder. Live your life to the glory of God. God sees you even though He did not see you. And He blesses you so much that when God sees you, you know He knows the situation by which you are coming from or what happened that mess whatever. That He shall defend you, even though they mock you at that moment, then God will act. He acted in the life of Sarah. When her fellow wife was like mocking her, He acted. He see all those things and answer her prayer. But when is that skipper? No, I forget that story, the particular name of the people that they go and promise something, and immediately they sold it, they come and lie that it was such amount they sold it because they have reduced some amount from it, and they now come and lie to the prophet that it was so amount when it was not. They were instantly got what they deserve. To tell man the way God walks, that He see beyond. And He's still the same God. Even though He walks in a slow way, but it's still the same. Walking in a way maybe we cannot see. So let's be careful. Let's be careful. Let's be careful. Do things you can be accountable to. Be accountable with the things you are doing. Whatever you are doing, they ask you, can you stand erect and give account your reasons? Can your reason be justified? Can your reason be, listenable? I was telling my brother the other day that there is something I hate most. All this movement of rats, that when someone comes immediately, start moving like someone who was doing something even when you're not doing anything. I hate it. Live your free conscience. Have a free conscience. Without that make you moving like a rat in the house. Make sure you don't do those things. To avoid seeing someone start doing like rabbits. So that your conscience shall be clean. And you'll be free. It's very important because of this time. People need to be free. That we shall know what is causing some certain sickness. Because you can't be in this stage causing sickness by yourself, to yourself, when even to feed is disturbing you. Even to feed, to eat is disturbing you. Now the little that may be available is not to go for medicine and all these process and procedures. Let's be wise. For heaven and help those who have themselves. Breath. Now, one of the topic speaking about refinery. In our announcement section, I posted something like crude oil that refuses to be refined can be called what could be the use of it. I was checking on it, it was not too clear, as the government was like trying to say things like it will be hard, it will be spoiled, it will, like there was not good reputation for it. And I want to apply it to our daily life. Because this issue in all sect and ground is about some refinery. Because when the oil is refined, it becomes useful on their sectors according to what they are. Now, man wants a lot. Man is faced with a lot. But in all that man wants, even going to heaven is, man wants to go to heaven. And it's beyond man wants. Man needs to go to heaven. But the task that you must be refined. And the reason by which you must be refined is because, just like what happened to the people of Israelites, that God could just as them close their eyes and open it, they become in the Canaan land. But they are taken all around the wilderness. That's the refining process. Until those who have the Egyptian mindset here removed, or those who their Egyptian mindset was disturbing here and removed from the Egyptian mindset, we are removed from them. Yes. After the incident in the Garden of Eden, man was allowed, or was left, or was, allowed to become a wild animal with the devil. Let's just take an example on someone like Nebuchadnezzar, that God made to become an animal. You can see that when he went to the bush, he would never look alike as he was like a king there. A lot of cicatrices, a lot of look, a lot of damage, a lot of, this is no longer the king, this is not how the king should look, has occurred. So we have been warring with the devil, lead and all this while astray. Just like the prodigal son, who immediately he come back to his father's house. His clothes, everything was a change because he's not looking like a pig. And God, as holy as He is, we cannot come to the sanctuary looking like that. Even as we pray, we come to Him with a humble heart and a prayer of purification, sanctification, to tell how we need to be refined. And all we are facing today is about this refinery. A child going to school, maybe at that stage of nursery and primary, his child growing. But to become a man for the nation, for the world, for the family, you go to secondary school, university, on refinery. To be refined and to be found qualified to become. That's like example I use here. Before a child becomes a human being, you must go through that refinery of adding weight, adding this, having eyes, having all these things, through the process of 9 months until the birthday you become a human being. If not, it remains egg and embryo. To just tell that it is must that we go through. Even Christ says, unless you are baptized by the Holy Spirit. But that problem now is that many of us now are just dodging, and including many of us, including me, we are dodging and hiding, running away from this refinery. most greatest place of this refinery today, as I was just hearing and smelling it massively these days. You see, this marriage is not something to be neglected. Many people are quitting, running away from it without knowing how God said. Somebody asked a question. He said, why is it that good men fall into the hand of bad women? Bad women fall into the hand of good men. And things like that. The thing hit me. And if you check it, it's almost how it is. No matter how you search and search and search, you see that the more you search for the best, it's the more you get crocodile. The more you search for the best. And when you check it, I speak on this many times. But we are still on it because it's the most spoke. It's the most spoke topic on earth today. Sometimes you got people silent. But it's a topic that must be treated and treated too till we get it. We all are on it. Many are on it. Some are winning, some are still in the process. It's a refinery. Great refinery ground. It's just what I see in marriage and nothing more. But many are running out of it. Some are running from here to here. As soon as it's called marriage, it's a refinery. Unless you don't want marriage, you don't want to be refined. And not even in marriage. That in which you are dodging in marriage, you can still find it somewhere else. You go to work with somebody, you have your own particular business, just like today. That business, you found that you were alone on it. Before, many people have been on it. And those people you call your customer have begun to check your lifestyle and everything, running away from you, looking for another person. So, man, it's a refinery. You need a lot to maintain your position. You need a lot to maintain. To gather what you have more, or to be there where you want to be. You need a lot. You want to govern, want to become president. All these things. Refinery is a call for refinery. But many don't want to be refined. The patient, today we are masters. We go to refinery of being a slave or someone. But many don't want to be a slave, but they want to be a master. Just like the business we do. If you don't go through slavery, if you don't go through to hard you to become a motor pass seller, things like that. You must go through that refinery to be called. Oil first as a royal. Things like that. All these are refinery. You can't just stand and become a boss. Even though your father is the richest man, he must put you in school. That is refinery. And if you can't bend down, the professors will not give you what it takes. Even though the corruption today can make it look easy, but when the process starts, when the art is called, when you have to work on the things you have learned, when the services are demanded, when they call to come and showcase what you have learned, hey, refiner. It's a call for it. Many are dodging this. We are hiding from who we don't want it. How can we become? How can you go to heaven without all this nature of man that God is like? Being waved away like this arrogance that hardly you say not finding anyone. This one, God hates it. He even said in his word, and I can tell you, this arrogance can be messed up in marriage. How many of you are into marriage? You must be aware of what I'm talking about. He got married to a woman. Those things you hurt more is what you'll be doing. And if a woman escape it, your children. Is he here? Are you ready? We need to be getting, understanding of all this to get ready for it. For what baffles most is when it's happening, when surprising things, when it surprises us. Before you know it, it's over. But when you are aware of it, when you are aware of the punch, you get positioned to bear it. But when it surprises you, before you know it, you're on the ground. And when you're on the ground, maybe, if I'm not mistaken, you are loose. Maybe have a spirit that leads us in all these things to be seeing things how it is. That we shall not be placing hand here and there or accusing here and there. At least knowing exactly what is happening, because when you know, it sounds different. And victory is equally assured. For you will keep walking for a way out. But when it surprises you, it will first of all weigh you down. Try to transmit this to the young ones. Let them know what marriage is all about. I use some instances like a football pitch, like a match, for people to be getting ready. Know what they are going to. It's not a place that we think of. It's not how we think it is. Even if it becomes a pleasure, you need a lot of work to work it out. You want to be called a billionaire in your family, you can't reach a lot of process and require a lot of endurance. Some of the time when you see those billionaires, they look so humble, they look so calm, but they have been through a lot. They have conquered a lot. Some get their own true frustration. They feel so much pain. Some are warriors. Some are a refinery process. But how can once without ready for the refinery, for whatever you want, there are prices to pay. But the most essential is heaven that we all are longing for. The price for heaven is what we are here for. It's what I am mostly ready. Love. Who will call love? It sounds so, I don't know how it sounds to others, but it sounds so God. It sounds so good. The order that heaven, want to perceive is called love. Walking low, marching down the moon. Can't you swallow? Okay, low, marching down so. Marching on the moon, quem que sua marching down slowly. I don't know the song, I'm not singing it very well. God, you see, you may think I have all night to spend here, but I keep saying that a war is not for the wise. If you are not refined, what then? If you refuse to be refined, what then? What is the essence of the food without refinement? It's of no use. So why are we running away? I see many women, instead of them to be submissive, they are now talking about they don't want to marry. I was like, many of them, I want their posts. I said, but you want sex, right? But are you a prostitute now? Going through fornication or enjoying sex with us. It's fornication. It's prostituting. You don't want to enjoy a man. You don't want to be stable with a man. You don't. But you want life. And sometimes I look at these people. The man you don't want to collect. Is he more troublesome than your master? Than those customers that irritate you day by day, that owns you, that is not ready to pay you, but answer you with a harsh voice? Do you know what it takes to stay the whole day under the sun, working? You prefer it more than just the money you stay at home, the highest incentive to give him food, or do just minor things, take care of the children. You know, what is our hope? Refinery. But we want to become the master's wife. And man, you want to become master. You want good wife, more pleasure, or to provide. To work to provide is hurting you. To do the needful is hurting you. To support those what others are supporting there, out there, to have you, to have you. Refinery. It's not possible without going through the process. Yes. Yeah, even the miracle requires the process. Even the miracle requires the process. One of the greatest miracles that happened to Jabez. But Jabez prayed in the process of praying. God answered. The most important of it all is this. We don't want to have that compassionate heart that heaven is seeking for. We don't want to be desperate of that heart of love that heaven is interested in. We don't want to follow Jesus' kind, but we just want to manifest the power and enjoy the glory he enjoys. Please embrace the refinery section to be refined in order to be found in the place you long for. For without refined, you cannot be found there. It's very simple. It's very simple. Especially these heavenly ways. A lot of things, all these bag and baggages that are like characters that irritate heaven must go down. It is so small that the Bible says like a pea, like a needle passing through it, that you need to comprise yourself to be there. No other ground compresses than in marriage. For those of you who is afraid of marriage, who is running here and they are dodging and hiding from marriage, but then one said they keep having sex anyhow, more than the prostitutes, my dear, you are just hiding from heaven. Because this is your God. Man is so perfect that his people shall be refined. If you don't want to refine, then remain without sex, because on that process you are on a particular refinery too. May God help us to keep reasoning on all these things. But above all, don't forget that it's as many that accepted him in giving the power to become the children of God. And all these things are for the children of God. It must be children of God. Not people that God created. He created everybody. But it's few that is calling him Father. Because he can't call him Father without respecting him. It shall sound so hypocrite. Saying that you are with someone, you don't pay attention to, you don't listen to, you don't obey to. Just like we see some women. You are not ready to submit to that man. You are with him. What are you doing? What are you doing? The day you say, I do, it's like, and a man, you have a woman you don't want to provide. The day you say it's just to be a provider. What are you doing? Let's be realistic, be sincere. It's how God blesses. It's what God has already made and finalized. No restitution. Heaven help those who help themselves. Keep praying. Keep asking God. The heart desire of the righteous shall be granted. The worst is many of us are not even desiring it. You are not even desiring as a man or whatever. Don't feel so afraid to walk or for walk. But desire it, for God giveth strength to do what He wants you to be doing. The role He wants you to play. As for the women, our settlement time, God strengthens. You look at, you do this, you do that, like one woman I saw on her post, counting, mentioning the series of things the woman used to do. Whenever I listen to a series of, I remember when I was serving, how I used to handle all my daily doings, you know, comparing what the woman used to do. I was like, just like then, I was considering it, that was this afternoon, thinking on things like that, that even I was doing what maybe the person's wife cannot do. Because, like last time I teach, there is this kind of obedience, level of obedience, submissive and obedience, that human being obey to God. Whatever, even though He asks us to put our head on the ground, we have nothing to say than to obey. Such is parents and their children. But on the level, God places submission, wife and husband, is a level like that comparison with government. We submit to the authority. We submit to the authority, but sometimes we have our right to claim or speak or say of something, like negotiate. Just like women. You have the right to negotiate, not that you have the right to conclude. But that of child, children, they have no right, no negotiation, nothing. They just respect, obey, the last part. So, I think I have made myself clear. May God help us to keep embracing this field of refinery, to allow ourselves to be refined, not to be found on what we long for, on the place we are longing for. I keep saying this, the greatest person that will tell me, or that can influence me, is the person that will go to heaven. Nothing more, nothing else makes sense than that. Nothing. Just than that. And that is what can make sense. It's the greatest, a new one that's living today can experience. So, Mr. Billionaire, the richest of all time, have you reached heaven? If you are not, you are still where you are. of all this speeding, all this hurry, all this. Why are you still not? Can't you see we are meeting you there? You are coming to where you are to tell them you are at nowhere. You better be where we may not. We will find difficult. We will compress to be. It's no other place that helps you. God help us. Yeah, it has sound how it will sound, but it's just what it is. May God help us to understand this, observe it, and that it shall fertilize us to the glory of God. I love you all, my dear viewers. Don't forget our doings. This is one of our songs. You know them all. They are all on YouTube. It's a part of what we are doing. Share. Move around and share. Show some love. You see? And God will keep blessing you. Thank you. See, your darling boy for this right from Johammed Praise Studio. May the week and this month be so blessed that we can't hide it. In the name of Jesus.